everyone, welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood with Three Little Greenwoods Creations, and today we are going to make a really easy to do DIY fall door swag. So it is something that you put on your door like a wreath, except it's an elongated wreath called a swag. They're really simple to put together, and I'm going to do it with some of my leftovers that I have from the fall wreath workshop that I hosted last week. So come on in and let me know where you are watching from. So welcome and come on in. We're going to make something beautiful today. First, we are going to start with this very large, very large fall swag that I got from Hobby Lobby. Now you can see that I have fluffed this out. Hello, how are you doing? I have fluffed this all out so it's nice and big. I touched each and every piece on this spray. See how full it is? This came from Hobby Lobby. Hello from Ireland, welcome. Came from Hobby Lobby. It is a little pricey. That's because it is so big and it has so many different elements on it. But when you get it on sale for 50% off, it's a great deal. So I've got this all ready to go. This will be our base, and I'm going to do something with this stem right here in just a second. Let's talk about the other elements that we're going to be adding to the fall lantern swag. I have some eucalyptus leaves. I just grabbed a bunch. I don't know how many I'm going to need. I don't even know if I'm going to use this or not, but I thought it went pretty with the swag that we've already got, so I'm going to bring it over and use it. Hello Nashville, hello Pennsylvania and West Virginia, welcome. I'm so glad you are here. So here is our eucalyptus, thinking that'll match, that'll go with it. I also have this. Okay, now hear me out. I know this is very spring summer green, but it might add just the bit of interest that I like to go with all the fall. So it's a little bit of it's a lot of contrast, but I'm gonna try it and see if I like it. So these pieces came from Michael's in the summer. I got them on sale. Love getting things on sale. I like the shape of them. See, there's two, so that'll slide up into the spray super easily. I grabbed this bunch. This came from my wholesale company called Sims Pottery. I love the color. I love the texture. It's a bush, so I'm not really sure how this is going to incorporate and fit into our big swag, but I thought I would bring it over just to see if I liked it and could fit it in. I really love this stuff. Now, it is not a pusher. When I say it's not a pusher, that means these little pieces, these leaves are stationary. They do not move, so I can't push them up and down, but I like how long they are, and I love the color. So I brought them over here just to see if maybe they would fit in with the design that I'm going to be making. Guys, if you are a wreath maker, if you know someone else that is a wreath maker or who would love to watch and learn about wreath making, I would love for you to share this video with your friends so that they can find us and join us and watch our creation together. So let's get started. Oh, one more thing I totally forgot. I have these two beautiful navy peonies left over from my fall wreath workshop. I'm gonna add these to, look how pretty that is. These came from Hobby Lobby. They are gorgeous. They are huge. They have such an impact. So definitely gonna be adding those. Before I get started, I need to turn my glue skillet on. So I do not use a glue gun, hardly ever. I put all of my glue in an electric skillet, just like what my mama used to use to make cube steak when I was a little girl. We could fry chicken in it. This is never cooked with food. It is only for glue. I purchased it off of Amazon. I have my favorite one linked in my profile here on TikTok. It's in my Amazon storefront. All I do is I simply add glue sticks to it. They all melt down, and then I use it to make my wreaths, okay? So I never clean it out. I just keep adding glue to it. It is sitting on top of some ceramic tiles left over from a home improvement project because it gets hot. I mean, like really, really hot. So you have to protect your table and keep other things from around it to keep it safe. My glue skillet has been acting funny. I am hoping it's gonna play nice today. I see that it turned on, so hopefully it's good to go. I am like going through glue skillets like crazy. That one's acting kind of weird. I don't know why. We're gonna cross our fingers that it lasts. I do not want to have to get another one. I looked in Hobby Lobby today for the Sure Bonder glue skillets. Someone told me that they had them and I couldn't find them. What temperature do I keep my glue skillet on? That is a great question. When it's just starting out, when it's completely cold, I crank it all the way up. And then I just monitor it. If it begins to smoke, I turn it down because I don't want smoke and glue. I try to get it the consistency of honey. If it is too hot, it gets too runny, and that's when you get burned. I don't get burned very much using my glue skillet. Not like I did with the hot glue gun, but you can still get burned. So crank it up to start with, turn it down if it gets smoky, stir it up to kind of evenly mix it up, and then just monitor it. You want it to be like honey, not too runny, not too thick, okay? The more you use it, the more you'll get it. So let's start with our big spray from Hobby Lobby. Almost all of this came from Hobby Lobby. I like doing tutorials with you guys where you can get the things that I am recommending. Let me clear some space. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's talk about this. This is ginormous. I only want this part right here. Here's what I'm going to do. This long stick, it is way too long, but I need a hanger. So I'm going to bend this around to make a hanger so that it can be hung on someone's front door. Let's take the price tag off of this. This was originally $25 at Hobby Lobby. It is a little pricey. Thank goodness they run sales. We all love our Hobby Lobby sales, right? So I'm gonna put my sticker into one of my cups so that when I'm finished creating, I can add everything up to see how much to charge for this. All right, so wish me luck. I'm gonna start bending this over to create a hook at the top. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just giving it a bend. And I'm actually gonna take the back part and just line it up with the spine, just like that. So here is gonna be our hook. And I am gonna be adding zip ties as I am working, so I'm not going to go ahead and secure this in the back. I'm not gonna secure it back here. I'm just gonna be adding zip ties, and as I add the zip ties, I'll secure it down, okay? All right, so let's lay this down right here. I'm gonna move the camera down so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. Now, first we need to add some more greenery. So I could choose to add these. I really like these. My big piece, and see if I like it. Okay, I'm just gonna build the door hanger. Maybe I'll just put it on the back. Trying to make it a little bit longer. It's getting caught up in all those all of those. All right, so we've got this. Pull that out a little bit. So that definitely added some more length to it. I kind of like that a lot. Maybe move it up just a little bit. And once I get it secured, then I can weave the green leaves into the other pieces. Let's do the other one. I'm gonna put this one higher up. I'm just building it in the back so you can kind of see it. Here's what the back looks like. Okay, so I've just laid this on the back. And I'm gonna incorporate it just a little bit just to see if I really like it enough to attach it. I'm gonna pull those green leaves forward. I do like that. That is really pretty. So can you see how I pulled the green forward? All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna add that. Add those two. I'm only gonna use one zip tie. Actually, I'm not gonna add a zip tie right now. If I start adding zip ties at this stage of the game, it is gonna be so tight, I won't be able to get anything else in there. So let's place everything first and then add a zip tie. I'm gonna take just a few minutes and pull these green leaves up through the berry spray. Try not to knock any of my berries off, but I want to be able to see the green leaves. Let's pull this big leaf to the back. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone for right now. So here's what we've got so far. We've got our green leaves incorporated, filling in some of that goodness. Do you ever film the whole process? Actually, I'm filming right now, and I'll be able to download this and put it on Facebook and YouTube. So follow me there, okay? All right, so here we go. We got this. Now it's all just placed together. Nothing is secure, all right? Next, let's add, first let me take these tags off. There's one. I don't know where the other one is, but I'll find it. I'll find it as we're working. Next, let's add some of these eucalyptus pieces. Now these things are incredibly long. Okay, let's think about this. I'm gonna hold everything up. Put this on the bottom so I can layer this as well, and then pull these leaves up. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna layer this on. First, let me take the tag off. I keep forgetting to do that. This came from Hobby Lobby. I think I got it last year, but I'm pretty sure that they are also available this year. You love my shirt. This shirt came from Southern Charm Wreaths. So you can purchase that in their Etsy shop. So here's all the pieces. This one's gonna go straight down, but the other pieces are going to be pulled through. I gave you a great idea. I'm so glad. That's why I'm here. So I'm gonna layer this up, putting this on the bottom. Remember, nothing is attached. So here's what we have so far. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. So many different textures, so many different leaves. Love it. Next, let's add our peonies. So these peonies came from Hobby Lobby. They are gorgeous. I used them in my fall wreath workshop last week. If you would like to join me in my next wreath workshop, I'd love for you to click on the link in my bio here on TikTok, and you can sign up to make wreaths with Ashley, and that will put you on my email list so that when I get ready to do my next wreath workshop, you'll know all about it. All right, let's get this off. Okay, one sticker. I'm gonna add both of these, so let's take this one off. It is really pretty, isn't it? I got inspired to do this. I was watching another wreath maker make something similar, and I thought, wait a minute. I can totally pull that together. So here I am, upstairs, being inspired. Now this is super long. I don't want my peonies facing down. I don't want them facing down. I want them pulled up. So I'm going to give this a good bend. Just like that, okay? I want my peonies facing forward so that you can see them. Love the navy. Me too. Someone says you're going to join. I wasn't able to do the other one. Please, please, please. I'm going to be doing a Christmas wreath workshop with a matching lantern swag. It's going to be gorgeous. So excited about that. Here's my other peony. I've got it bent towards the sky so you can see it. Now, the plan is to add one peony on one side and then one peony on the other side a little bit lower so that they are staggered, okay? You're not late to the party, Kelly. I did not send out an email this time. I just ran up here and got started, so I apologize for that. Just lay it back down, trying to keep everything out of my glue skillet that's heating up over here. Let's do the first one. I'm going to put this one over here on this side, and I'm just going to take my very, very long stem. Oh my gosh, why in the world are these so long? And I'm going to slide it into all of this goodness, all of these pieces. Just going to put it where I want it. So pretty. Let's do the next one. Here's my next one. Look at the center of that, guys. Isn't that pretty? I know God doesn't make them navy like this, but gorgeous. How many of you would totally buy a peony bush if they came like that? I don't even know if we can grow peonies here in South Carolina. Okay, hold on. I need to move this one up just a little bit more. I want it a little bit higher. There we go. Let's do the next one. And we're going to do this one down. I want them staggered from each other. I don't want them right across. And lift up all of this goodness. Sliding it along my base. There we go. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. You're gonna add navy to your fall wreath. You totally should add navy to your fall wreath. You don't have to get these big peonies. They're Michael's and Hobby Lobby, I believe, have smaller florals for you to choose from. So yeah. Okay, so I think I'm done. I'm done with all that. Next, I'm gonna flip it over, and we're gonna use a lot of zip ties. Lots and lots and lots of zip ties. Guys, if you think this is gorgeous, you should see the fall peony wreath I made in the workshop. It is so pretty. It's listed in our Etsy shop. You should check it out. Okay, so I got all these stems. Oh my goodness. Wish me luck. I'm gonna have to grab so much of this goodness to secure everything in place. So let's just start at the top. I'm gonna put one right here around all of these stems. Now listen, if you make a mistake doing stuff like this, and you think, oh no, I should not have put the zip tie there, just get it off. Just cut it off. It's not a big deal. Okay, let's move to the middle. I'm gonna spread some of this stuff apart so I can actually see what I'm doing, because it is It is a lot. All right, let's get it in the middle. I'm gonna kind of feel around with my hand for the zip tie. There it is. Using zip ties in place of wire, oh my gosh, yes. I don't really like wire that much. It is not my favorite. When I first started wreath making, I used a lot of wire, especially to make my bows, and I could never get them to look like I wanted until I started using zip ties. So yeah. Okay, so I got that done. I think I'm just gonna hold the phone right there. Here's my other tag. I knew I would find it. Take that out, put that in my little cup. All right, so there we go. Now let's play. I have it zip tied here and here. I'm gonna need a zip tie down here, but right now I'm just gonna leave it alone until I start moving things around. I'm not cutting these off yet because I'm probably gonna wanna make this tighter. First, let's start at the top, cutting these big stems. I'm gonna cut them off. These are heavy duty pliers. I call them wire cutters, but they're actually pliers. I got them from Home Depot. A lot of people on my page are talking about this brand called Knips. I think I'm gonna have to try them too. Will you be able to watch this video again? Yes, I'm gonna be uploading it to my Facebook page. Oh my goodness, I can't get this one to cut. Later today. Hold on. Sometimes our hands are not that strong, but we can figure it out. Let me pull this forward just a little bit so I can get a better grip on it. Guys, are you losing connection? Are you still there? My phone said that I lost connection. I hope I didn't. Okay, let's cut this as well. I think I'm gonna cut that right here. You lost connection. Are you back? Is everybody back? Lost it for a few seconds, but everyone's good now? Okay. Our internet, oh my gosh. It's really making me want to say bad words. Yes, you're back. Okay, good. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh my gosh. Got it. I think I need some new wire cutters. These are kind of dull, obviously. My goodness. Okay. I'm gonna push this down a little bit. All right, so here's what we've got. You think it's TikTok? You see that on other lives, you think it's TikTok. You use the table for leverage. That's a great idea. All right, so that is not good. I can't have these in my little hook. So let's rethink the plan. How am I going to fix this? I need to move this down. Wreath making, crafting is all about monitoring and adjusting, okay? So if you start making something and you see, oh, that's not going to work, just take a second, think about it, and you can figure it out. There we go. So all I did was I just pushed all those pieces down. So I have my little hook right here. And I'm going to go back in and add another zip tie. Right here at the top. I didn't want those stems blocking the hole to hang the wreath, because you know that was the point, is to make a space to hang the wreath. Okay, I'm gonna cut that. Let's go back to the middle. So here's what we have up top. Got a nice little space to hang the wreath. I might go back in and try to make that a little bit bigger, maybe. Let's tighten the one in the middle. Uh-oh. Make sure that this is going to the right side. I'm gonna cut this one on too. One of my little greenery stems is all janked up. So let's fix it. There we go. Let's just pull that one back over. There we go. Now I have a better view of what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna be tying all of those pieces together. I use a lot of zip ties. I buy them from Amazon. They're 8 inches long. The 8-inch zip tie is my personal favorite. I probably need to add some more to my cart because Christmas is coming and I make a lot of bows. Anyone else out there a bow maker? Anyone want to learn how to make bows? Because I have a great loopy bow tutorial for you. Okay, so here's what we have right here. I'm going to use my needle nose pliers to get a good grip and pull it together. Perfect. Now I think that those two might, oh no, let me show you what I did. So you see this? That's one of my peony stems. It's only attached up here. It's not attached anywhere else. So I need to add, I gotta secure that down. I don't want that slipping and sliding around. So let's just add one more. You can use as many as you want. It's the back. No one's gonna see it. And I can always cover it up with extra leaves. Hello. Wait a minute. I saw a friend. Sweet Girl Design Company. Hello. Y'all, she has a fantastic Etsy shop where she makes all sorts of things. She makes beautiful garlands. I think she's going to start on her garlands this week. I like to make garlands too, but they take a long time. Anyone out there make garlands? Garlands are beautiful, but they take a long time to make. All right, so here is what we've got. Let's see if I can get it to get up on my easel. This is my easel. It is simply my little girl's art easel. You can see my children have put stickers on it. It's just a little art easel that I, quote unquote, borrowed from her so that I could use it to make wreaths on. So yeah. What's the name of the garland maker? Sweet Girl Design Co. I believe is her name. We have chit-chatted a little bit here on TikTok. I really enjoyed talking with her. And I think that was her that was watching. I hope. Okay, so look, I'm just gonna rig up a wreath holder for right now so that I can put it up here and I can hang it up just so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. All right, so here's what we've got. That is so pretty. Let me put my weight. Y'all, I'm so scrappy. When you start a business, when you start crafting, you don't have a lot of money, you get scrappy. So I borrowed the art easel, wreath easel from my little girl, and it's so lightweight, my wreaths fall over. So I put a 5-pound weight that I stole from my boys on the back of it to hold it down. Get scrappy. Now, let's take a few minutes and move all of the things around. You can see there's a lot of big leaves on the front. You want to move those to the back. And if they fall off, we can just glue them back into place. Kind of be gentle with those berries. The berries are very temperamental. So we've got that. Let's move this over towards the back. You can't see my peony because it is covered with other things, so we're going to move those things behind it and pull the peony forward. I can still bend it. Oh, and that's so pretty. Got my leaves. I do love the bright spring green leaves. They are really pretty. Probably 2 feet tall, maybe 36 inches tall. All right, so here's what we've got so far. Let's fold this, turn this one the right way. That in the back. All right, guys, what do you think? Very pretty, trying to even it all out. So here's what we have. It's nice and long, goes down to the bottom, full of so much stuff. Now I love ribbon. Love, love, love ribbon. Ribbon makes me happy, so let's add a bow. We're gonna add a big bow to the top with long streamers. I have 2 ribbons. You guys can help me choose which one. I think I know which one you're gonna choose. I have a navy plaid and more of a fall plaid with oranges and greens in it. Which one should I choose to make the bow with? Here's what we got going on. I think both of them would really work. You know, these colors are also in the door hanger or the door swag. But, yeah, I knew you guys would pick this one. Me too. That's what I think. Me too. So let's add this bow to the top. Push that back. Now I'm going to be making just a big loopy bow. I have a free bow tutorial in the link in my bio. Just click it, download, easy peasy. It does tie everything together, very pretty. I use an easy bow maker to make all of my bows. My hands hurt when I try to do it completely by hand. My grandmother gave me this, I don't even know how long ago. I've had it for years and years. So I make all of my wreath bows, everything in my Etsy shop that's a bow, I made it on this. And I've sold lots and lots. So you can learn how to make wreath bows with an easy bow maker. They're about $20, $25. You can get them on Amazon or Deco Exchange. Or you can make them by hand. Whatever floats your boat, really. Now I want this tail to be very long. I would rather it be long than be too short. So way long, probably a yard. Just start it in my bow maker. Now, I'm gonna go really fast, but I have a easy to follow step-by-step wreath bow tutorial in the links in my link. I never know how to say that. If you go to the home page of my TikTok, there is a link under my picture. You can click through that link. It'll take you there. And then you'll be on the list so that when I get ready to do the Christmas wreath workshop, you'll know all about it. I'm just going back and forth, making lots and lots of loops. This is one of my favorite bows to make. It's a recipe. Bow making and wreath making is a lot like cooking, a lot like baking. We follow a recipe. We figure out what works, and we just change the greenery and the florals, and we make it look completely different. But yeah. So I'm gonna make 3 really big loops on each side. Twisting my ribbon as I go. It's important to twist in the middle so that your bow loops really, really pop. Now I'm going to take the time and pull my loops to where I want them to be. So here is our first layer of loops, our first layer of ribbon. Isn't that pretty? Let's do our next layer. Gonna have lots of layers, lots of loopies. Gonna be so pretty. My goal is to stock my Etsy shop. Now is the time for me to do it so that when people start really looking for fall, I will have lots for them to choose from. And after this week, I am gonna start making Christmas. It's crazy. But yeah, I gotta start making Christmas or I will run out of time. Everybody wants a new Christmas wreath. Lots of people want bows and tree toppers for their Christmas tree. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Making lots of new things. My ribbon is twisted. Hold on, guys. I drop my ribbon in the floor. Or either I put it in a box so I can unroll it easily. That helps it to keep from getting twisted. Let's unroll it a little bit more. And just dropping it on the floor. Okay, do one more of these loops on each side. Now I'm going to cut my tail, and I'm going to measure my tail with this super long piece that I cut to begin with. How many yards does a big bow take? That depends. A big bow, like what kind of big bow? Like a big wreath bow or a big bow like this? Like this is probably about 2 to 3 yards. Are the loops for the second layer the same size? No, I made them a little bit smaller, like about 1 inch smaller. Just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna cut that. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. No one is gonna know. Let's spread these loops out. So pretty. Oh my goodness. I like this too. Isn't that pretty? I get so tickled. Many of my followers say that listening to me teach how to make wreaths is very relaxing. I have such a relaxing voice, everyone says. And I always say, don't ask my children about that because they don't think I'm really relaxing. Do I have any gold or green to add? I don't, but that would be really pretty. Now, on top of all of these big loopies, I'm gonna put a small loop in the center. It's like a little button in the center. So that means I'm gonna have a tail on one side. And then I'm gonna make a loop. This loop is probably gonna be about 4 inches long. And I'm gonna cut my tail the same size as the first one. So pretty. Let me cut a big piece of bind wire. This is called bind wire. It is simply wire that they have covered with colored paper. I use them to make a lot of my wreaths, especially wreaths that are going to be shipped off by themselves. Like if a person just bought a bow, I'm sorry, I'm talking about bows. If a person just bought one bow, I will make it with bind wire on the back because I don't know where they're going to put them. You get carried away with yours. One year it was so heavy, it pulled the wrapping paper. Yeah. Where do I get bind wire? Amazon. I have it linked in my storefront, in my profile. And I like linking things for you guys so that you can just go and look and see what it looks like. And then if you're out shopping, you can pick it up. But I haven't seen bind wire like that anywhere except for maybe a wreath supply company or Amazon. I haven't seen it at Hobby Lobby. Not like that. I'm gonna pull it out. Okay, let's look at the back. Holding this really carefully. So here's the back. You can see that I have zip tied all of my loops together in the middle. And here's my bind wire. I'm gonna make sure it is in the middle. Scoosh this over to where I want it to be. Hold my ribbons where I need them. I don't want them to move. And I'm going to tighten them. Now, there is a better tutorial for this in my profile. Go check it out. Always use wired ribbon. Always, always, always. Now let's twist this together. Give it a good twist. I'm gonna flip it over and fluff my bow. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. I love plaid. It makes me happy. It makes me, reminds me of flannel shirts, you know, that we used to wear in high school because that was the style, and now that style is back again with the flannel shirts. Look at that bow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now let's pull this forward and I'm gonna put it right here. I'm going to try to get it up under that zip tie, not in this spot. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Now I did not just wrap it around. Oh my gosh, y'all, that is way, way huge. I didn't just wrap it around the top. I kind of wove it in between some of the branches of the swag because I don't want it to slide off. Let me give it a good twist just to hold it in place, and I'll go back and really fix the back side when I'm finished. Okay, now let's move this bow because that, it's not looking so hot. Let's pull this streamer down this side. Let's pull this streamer down this side. I'm just kind of moving it out of the way. Let's pull it down. There we go. Fluff these loops a little bit. Move some of our pieces around. I love these rose hips that are in the swag. Okay, one more thing. That is so pretty, y'all. So pretty. That is a big bow. Hello, local. fuzzy cat lover. How are you? Now, here's what I'm going to do with these big long tails. I am actually going to make a really pretty loop going up into the wreath. Got it right here, back behind my peony. I will need some wire for that. Let's use this stuff. So this is also bind wire that I believe I got this at Hobby Lobby, maybe. I want you to look how thin this is compared to this stuff. This is my favorite, but this has its uses too. So let's just cut a piece of this off. Maybe not quite that long. I didn't even use any glue on this. I haven't used any glue yet. That is crazy. Okay, about right there. So, I'm gonna take my wire, put it on here where I want it, give it a little twist to kind of hold that loop. And then I'm going to tuck it in here and attach it to one of our branches. Wherever I can find a spot. There we go. Feel around in here with my hands for just a second. You just want to attach it, wrap it around one of your little branches, and then twist the back to hold it into place. There's a really long wire coming out of the back of my wreath, and I'm just going to leave it there for right now. There's one side. I'm going to cut that in just a second. Let's go to the other side. I'm going to attach that the same way, but I'm not going to put it right beside, the one that I just did. I'm going to bring it a little bit lower. So get another piece of bind wire, this super skinny one. Gather it up. I like how it looks like the ribbon is just billowing down the side of the door swag. Super pretty. I'm thinking this might look good on my red front door. How long is too long for these things? I am not sure. You are in Aiken visiting from Washington State. Well, hello, Debbie. I am also in Aiken. Welcome. Glad. And some of my other cute new clothes I got. Okay, I'm gonna secure this. I'm just feeling with my hands to get it attached to a good spot. Rachel, I'll answer your question in just a minute. I can't think and answer. There we go. Now remember, all of this stuff can be maneuvered. All right, let's cut our swag tails. And there we go. That was a pretty easy. So let's talk about what we did. We made a door swag using lots of different elements. We used a very large fall swag from Hobby Lobby. That was really our base. And then we added some spring leaves. I need to pull that to the front. We added some spring leaves just to give texture, like these right here. I love it. We added some eucalyptus leaves, all on the stem. We didn't cut the stems except at the very end. We added 2 peonies. Might need to straighten it a little bit so it hangs nicely. We made a hanger on the back. This was just for me to put it on the wreath stand. And then we added a very big and full bow. I love it. Where did I get my wreath stand? It is a simple art easel from the art supply section at any of the local, any of your hobby stores. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. Yeah. I'm gonna keep playing with this just to make sure it is right. Okay, someone was asking how long is too long. Well, how long is too long for me is, do I have a box to ship this in? That kind of determines how long is too long for me. This is probably 30 to 35 inches long. I don't know where, oh, it's down there. I'm gonna turn my hot glue skillet off because I never used it, which is rare. Here's my measuring tape. Let's see how long it is. All right, from the top of the bow, 30 inches. That's pretty good. 30 inches. Thank you. Can you see the back? I'd love to show you the back. Hold on one second. Let me pick it back up. Okay, so here is the back. Okay. Let me take this off. Well, I'll hold it here. Here's the zip ties that I use to attach. There's another one right here. This is the wire for the bow. I'm gonna make that pretty, lay that down, and I will go back and add some leaves to cover up all of these mechanics. I don't want it scratching my customer's door. I want it to look pretty and professional, so I would cover all of these. And everything can be maneuvered. So if something is not in the right place, or you don't like where your loops are going, I think that is twisted. That's driving me crazy. You don't like when things are going, where things are going, you can pull it around, get it to go the way you want it to go. Okay, there, that's much better. You just got started learning to make wreaths. I would love for you to follow along. If you need a bow tutorial, I got that. And I would also love, love, love for you guys to join my list. It says Make Wreaths with Ashley or Learn to Make Wreaths with Ashley. It is a link in my bio profile, and you'll be on my list so I can share with you the tutorials that I put on YouTube and Facebook. I can also let you know when my next wreath workshop is going to be. It's going to be at the end of September, teaching you how to make a beautiful traditional Christmas wreath and a matching lantern swag. I love making lantern swags. How do I cover the back? I'll simply take a little bit of hot glue and put a random leaf that I have laying around. Let me see if I can find one. Like these. I'll cover up the mechanics with a little dab of hot glue and some leaves, just to make it pretty so that it doesn't scratch someone's door. It is gorgeous. That is so pretty. I'm gonna have to take some glamour shots of this and get it listed in the Etsy shop ASAP. All right, everyone, thank you so much for following along and hanging out with me this afternoon. I really appreciate it. Again, I would love for you to join my list so you can find out all about the wreath making that I'm going to be doing, and Christmas is coming and I'm about to be covered in glitter from head to toe, making wreaths and bows, lantern swags, the whole thing. So make sure you follow along. Y'all have a great day, and I'll check you next time. Bye, everyone.